Hey, what's up? How you doing, everyone? It's James Zamera here at SwitchWatch, and as usual, we've got you covered when it comes to Nintendo Switch eShop bargains. We scour the UK, US, and EU eShops in order to find you the deals on sale this week that are worth considering. So without further ado, let's jump in and take a look at the best games on sale this week. Kicking things off with my pick of the week, Alwa's Legacy is the sequel to Alwa's Awakening. Now, the first was a nice Metroidvania title with simple pixel art, a nice world to explore, and good gameplay. This time around, they improved every single thing, and what we get is a really special game. The gameplay is improved, the graphics are gorgeous, and there is a charming world to explore, and a nice story that is not too deep that unfolds. Exploration is always rewarded, and the dungeons really stand out. They're well put together, and there are shades of Zelda around each corner. If you pick this up with 50% off, you really won't be disappointed. Juan, what's your pick this week?
Thanks very much, James. How you doing, everyone? I've gone for Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game, the complete edition. Now, this is only on sale for our American friends with a massive 50% off, which is why I chose it. I really enjoyed this one. The complete edition includes a remaster of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game, and its original DLCs. If you love 2D arcade-style beat-em-ups inspired by the iconic comic book series and movie, then this game is for you. You can play as your favourite characters, you can even team up with friends and combine your skills to battle your way through waves of tough enemies, and you can even play mini games here too. It's a great time, so don't miss out if you haven't bought it yet. As I said, a nice 50% off for our American friends. Take care, everybody. See you next week.
That's a lovely pick there, Juan. Up next, Warlock's Tower is a charming puzzle game where each level is a floor in the tower which you are ascending. The game is centered around its core mechanic. One step equates to a life lost, and you need to make it to the end before you run out of lives and die. Sometimes there are lives that you can gain along the way, and you've got to figure out whether it's worth getting there or not. It's simple at first, you'll breeze through these levels, but they get tougher as you go. The pixelated graphics and chiptunes are well done, and this is a really nice game to pass some time by with. The Outer Worlds is a sci-fi action RPG from the creators of Fallout New Vegas. Set in the Halcyon system 300 years into the future, there is a wonderful story and set of worlds to explore and experience. As Switch owners, we have had to wait a long time to get our hands on this one, and the visuals did take a big old hit to keep some semblance of decent performance. Nevertheless, it's one of the best RPGs of the last few years, and if you don't have the pleasure of owning this on another system, then it's worth enjoying here. Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom is a really special title. The spiritual successor of the Wonder Boy series, this Metroidvania platformer is one of the best there is, with excellent controls and wonderful gameplay supported by beautiful graphics and one of the very best soundtracks we've heard on the Switch. This is not one to be missed. Everyone can enjoy this regardless of age or skill level. Agent A is a puzzle adventure that stands out for its comic style and retro story straight out of the 60s. It started out life on mobiles, so it's a natural fit in handheld mode where the touchscreen works nicely as you search for clues and figure out where to use your inventory items. You play as Agent A infiltrating the lair of the evil Ruby LaRouge, but things soon go wrong. The puzzles are tricky. This is the type of game where you will get stuck and start randomly trying items out until something works. It's a little tough in places, but you get all of the episodes in this Switch version, so there's plenty of content, making this a bargain with 90 or 95% off. 2 is a claustrophobic horror title that builds on the first. The levels are designed at awkward angles intentionally, and you will need trial and error in order to succeed. The game is a bit longer than the first, and the Switch version this time doesn't suffer from performance problems. There is constant tension and terror around every single corner. The atmosphere is brilliant. The game does exactly what you want from a horror game, and with 33% off, it's a nice discount for this one. Winds of Change is a visual novel taking place in a world of talking animals dealing with the fallout of a civil war and the impact that has had on daily life. Of course, the visuals and light gameplay help, but the main thing here is the story, and the dialogue is extremely well written with branching possibilities, and my personal favourite, everything is voice acted as well. And the result is a really worthwhile tale. If you like visual novels, this is certainly up there as one of the better ones. Prison Architect has been around on other platforms for a fair few years, and when it came to the Switch it did so with all of the improvements and add-ons added over the years, making it a really lovely package. If you like sim games like Theme Park or Theme Hospital, then Prison Architect will be right up your street. What's great is you are the designer and the warden. You can aim to rehabilitate your inmates and send them back out in the world a reformed bunch, or you can make a hardcore max security hellhole and everything in between. With 75% off, it's a lot of game for the money. Blossom Tales: The Sleeping King delivers on its promise in recreating a gaming classic and gives us an ode to one of the best games of all time, yes, Zelda: A Link to the Past. The story is a laugh, and I love how it references other games in a tongue-in-cheek way. There's plenty of content too, and even diverging decision points in the game. The puzzles are solid, and it follows a tried and tested method of dungeons, new items, and big bosses with weak spots. It's a lovely little RPG that you will no doubt enjoy if you like the old school style. Sparklite is an action-adventure game that takes place in the wonderful world of Geodia. You get to enjoy amazing pixel art and a really great soundtrack by Del North. The game contains 5 unique and procedurally generated biomes to explore, and what I love is how each one does feel unique. It's lots of fun, and the developers have done a great job of continuing to add content over the years it's been out. This one is a game that's definitely worth picking up now that it has 60% off. Silence is the follow-up to The Whispered World, and it's a point-and-click adventure that looks gorgeous. The theme is of personal growth and some dark discovery into your own fears. Apart from the looks, the audio is decent, and the puzzles are really enjoyable, with a few different elements thrown in for good measure. The biggest issue with this game was its steep price tag, but with a 90% off discount right now, it's a really solid deal. And there you have it, folks. These are the best bargains on sale right now, in our opinion. What do you think? Is there a game that really stands out on this list, or is there perhaps another one? Do let us know down below. Thanks so much for stopping by. I hope you've had a great week, and we'll be back tomorrow with Jordan's roundup of the physical releases coming out on the Nintendo Switch. Until then, take care and have a great week.